Yo, what is going on, my friends? Welcome back. My name is Charles, and in today's video, I'm gonna be chatting with you about recent pickups that I've recently picked up. I got a few new things for the house, just small little knickknacks that I think you might enjoy. And I also got like a bunch of clothes I wanna show you. So let's just jump right into it. First of all, if you made it past the intro, just wanna say thank you for being here. If you could click the subscribe button, it would help me a lot. Okay, so the first thing that I got off Facebook Marketplace, and each one of these was $7. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 of them. And I just thought they were so cool, I had to have them. I actually don't quite know what to do with them yet, so comment your ideas down below. But essentially, I got a bunch of these mini 3D printed milk crates. I think are the cutest thing ever. And I got them in all kinds of colors. I've got this like pale blue gray, this red, and then the blue. I actually like throwing the matching colors like in here. So these are like the 3 that I have here. And then, I don't know if you can see me, but back there is a pink one. And then up on my shelf over there, I've got yellow, white, green, and brown. I knew I just wanted them, and I would figure out what I would use them for later. So I'm thinking like maybe bathroom storage or storage for like knickknacks. I'm not too sure, so comment down below what you think. I actually might even just use these like under the TV somewhere for something. I really don't know, but I love them. The only downside about them is that they don't stack like real milk crates do. I told the guy like, you should make them stackable, because if you could stack these up and fill them up with stuff, that would be literally tremendous. So that's what I would do to improve them. This guy like could be so rich from making these, I think, because like, you know, you have the hay little storage baskets that everybody loves, and these, like, he could be charging like, I would say like $15 to $18 a piece for these, and he's charging $7. It's just some dude who makes them in his house in Toronto. If you live in Toronto, just type in 3D printed milk crate on Marketplace and you should be able to find these. And I think I have his Instagram. I'll link it down below. Tell him I sent you, and yeah, make the guy some money. But these I love. I think they're super cute, and I'm excited to just like figure out where to put them. But I've been traveling for so long that I don't really know what to do with them yet. But now that I'm home, I'm just like getting back in my routine, and when I have the energy, I will try and find the perfect spot for these. So yeah, moving on. Okay, next thing that we got for the house is some plants. We're looking for a big tree. We want to put a big tree over here, and we found one that we like. Oh, my face is so puffy. I'm like detoxing from like a week of drinking in Miami, and I just need to be drinking more water, and I'm getting a lot of sleep, but not good sleeps. So I look a little tired, which is unfortunate, but whatever. So we want to get a big tree over here in the corner, and we found one that we loved, but the problem is it's 10 feet tall, which is not an issue in here, but the elevator is only 8 feet tall in our building. So it's not gonna be like, we can't get it up here, which is so sad. So I think now we're looking for like an 8-foot tall tree. And we're not loving everything we see, but we would love to put something over here and bring some greenery in. But in the meantime, we did pick up this little guy behind me here. We just wanted like a beautiful like plant that cascades. This one, I forget the name of it, but we loved it, and it's thriving in this spot. It's already grown, I would say like 8 inches, and we've had it for like 3 weeks or like a month, which is crazy. And we have another one on top of our story bookshelf. Same sort of vibe. Love how it just like cascades down around the bookshelf and brings a little bit of green in here. So slowly but surely, we are chipping away at decorating the space and adding a little bit more warmth and life into it. It is a long process. It's an expensive process. So these big ticket items and these big changes takes a lot of commitment and a lot of time. But the little bit of greenery here and there, it adds just like a little bit of life to the space, and we enjoy it. We picked them up at Promise Supply, which is a flower shop, I think in like Roncy in Toronto. So if you're in the Toronto area, check it out. They were really easy to deal with, and a great store as well. All right, next thing I don't think I talked about this before. I filmed a whole video on it, and I don't think I ever posted it, but one of my favorite chairs ever, I actually purchased for our dining table, and that is the Panton Chair from Vitra. It is just so cool. We got it in this matte black color, and I love the way it looks around our table. Again, we want 4 different chairs. We were actually gonna sell the bench too, but now that it has like this furry throw that we've put over it from IKEA, we really like the way it blends with the table. So we're gonna replace the red or orange plastic chair and keep everything else. I think when we replace that orange chair, we're gonna get like the Seska chair, like a black wood chair with like some rattan on it, just to bring in some more wood. And then our table, we're looking for a 42-inch round walnut table as well. So when we find that, I think the kitchen will finally be done. But I love the way the Panton Chair looks around the dining table. It is my favorite piece of late, to be honest. It is actually really comfortable to sit in, and it comes in so many colors, but this one I got from Design Within Reach. I paid for it with my own money after a brand partnership. I was like, all right, let's treat myself. I'm really glad I got it. It just has this sexy shape and it's so inviting, and it makes a statement without being too loud because we did get the black, but it comes again in like red, blue, all this stuff. So maybe one day when we move, we'll get some more fun colors, but for now, the black one I think is perfect and really comfortable. Speaking of chairs, the one that I'm sitting on, we actually picked this up at a yard sale. This old gentleman was just selling some old knickknacks and stuff, and he was so kind, and this was $18. He was so happy to talk about it too, and it's just this solid maple chair. I figured we would get this to like use to put our records on, to display them when we're playing them, or use it as an end table, or even to put some plants on. I actually just noticed it was broken. I don't think it was like this when we bought it, so maybe I shouldn't have sat on it, but that's okay. The chair's cute. It has a lot of character. I like that it's wooden. I like that it's older. I think it was just like a very cool impulse purchase. Everywhere we put it, we like it, so it's just gonna bounce around the house until it finds like a permanent spot, but I like this one a lot, and I'm really glad we got it. I'm a sucker for chairs. I can never have enough chairs. We have so many chairs in this house. It's crazy, but it's not a bad thing. I like them, and this one's cute, and I like it too. So, all right, so next I have this from Tissot. This is exciting. I'm a watch guy. I know you've probably seen my Santos before. This is my first watch, actually. The Santos is my first watch, and I always said to myself, my wrist will only have a watch when it can be like adorned by something like beautiful and like that's actually like a real watch. No shade on like other watches, but I never bought one. You know, people got me like Perry Ellis and all this stuff from Winners like as a kid or like whatever as gifts growing up. I always said to myself, I'm only gonna wear a watch when I can afford to put like a real watch on my wrist. I wanted to make a statement, but I also wanted to feel very proud of what I was wearing. I feel like it's like not even necessary to have a watch. Like you don't need a watch to tell the time, and it's more of like a fashion thing than anything. So I just held off. I held off until I could put something on my wrist that like I just like loved and that was valuable and that made me feel good and like marked an accomplishment for me. So that's my first watch. Now there's no watch in here, but this is a little bit of foreshadowing because this week I will be receiving a watch from Tissot, and I'm so stoked on it because it's a watch I've wanted for quite a long time. Wasn't quite worthy of being like the first watch purchase ever, but it is a great watch for anybody out there who wants to buy something for like 1/10 the price of this and have like a real Swiss movement, something mechanical. I'll show it to you when I get it, so tune back in for that. You'll see it on Instagram first, so make sure you're following me there. But I did go to a Tissot event, and they gave us this goodie bag on the way out. And in the bag, we've got this Stanley Cup. This is also, speaking of Stanley Cup, bro, I was in Florida when the Panthers won the cup, which is insane. I hate the Panthers, but I mean, I love hockey, so whatever. Really cool to be in the same city as the cup being raised. They were in Fort Lauderdale though, and we were in Miami, so I don't think much of like the crowd spilled over, and it's not a really big hockey city. So I was expecting like riots, but never happened. If it was Toronto, it would have been crazy. Anyway, so we got this like Stanley Cup that's Tissot branded. My girlfriend's gonna use this. She also got a goodie bag with all the same stuff. And then we've got this beautiful notepad with this Tissot pen, which cool, it's good to have. I want to start journaling again. We also have another pen in here, which now we have, because she got a box too, now we have 4 of these Tissot pens, which is hilarious, but I mean, they're good, I guess. And then last thing in the box is this Tissot watch cleaning kit, which is perfect because you can never have enough of these. I have one from Cartier, but inside you have your spray, your cloth, and then there's always a little toothbrush in here to get in between like the little cracks and stuff on the bracelet. So this is great for traveling, especially if you go into like the ocean or you have a shower or you know you're in a pool or you've just been wearing a lot of sunscreen and moisturizer. It's good to clean your watch very often. So bring this stuff with you if you have a watch. You don't want it to get all gunked up and stuff. So really cool. Thank you, Tissot, for sending us home with so many goodies, and I can't wait to show you guys the new watch that I'm getting, so stay tuned for that. All right, next I got a lot of new clothes from RW&CO. They did a partnership with me on TikTok and Instagram. You can go check it out if you want. I got a lot of linen. They had so many options, and linen is perfect for the summer. You may have seen some in my other video, and I know some of you want me to do like a linen outfit video. I will do that for you. Not today, but eventually I will. And I'm gonna show you some of the pieces that I got from them. First, I got this beautiful blue linen blouse. This is from the women's section. It's oversized and it's just like a casual, no fuss, like drapey shirt. This is great for those just like hot summer days where you want to protect your skin. It's very, very like flowy and loose. I don't love my things super fitted, especially like linen, because you just sweat so much. And I don't know, I feel like my body shape looks a little bit better in more looser fitting things. So I tend to buy looser items. I also got it in white, which is so stunning. I love this. This is perfect. It actually fits slightly smaller than that one, but it is the same shirt. They're great quality, honestly. I'm really surprised with RW&CO. And then I went ahead and got the same one in this light tan color, which perfect, just a lot of variety here. And then this one's actually men's, and this is more of a brown colorway, and this feels more like a wool actually than it does a linen. Let me just double check. So this is 50% linen, 50% viscose. Just another nice shirt. More of a traditional fitting shirt for a man. I got a large though, so it's a little bit loose still, and I love the color of this one. You may have seen my black linen pants that I got in my last video. Those were from RW&CO. I also got them in this white color, which just, again, beautiful, flowy, drapey. And then I found another pair in this sort of like off-white color. This is the white, this is the off-white. I like this one a lot. They're really baggy though, and they didn't come with a drawstring, which was super surprising because on the website, these are the same pant, but no drawstring here, but that's okay. Just a little bit of variety. So these super baggy linen pants that I love, and I think they look great. All right, in Miami, I got a couple jerseys. I've never been to a soccer game in my life, but we went to the Real Madrid game. It was incredible. I'm not allowed to talk too much about that experience because of some rules and stuff, but it was incredible. I wish I could say more. It's kind of frustrating that I can't tell you about it, but there's just like, I don't know, there's a lot of restrictions on what I'm allowed to say. Regardless, these are the jerseys we got. So this one, the entire team signed, which is crazy. This is Mbappe's signature right here, in case anybody's curious. And the entire team signed all of our jerseys, which was super, super cool. And then that's just what it says on the back. I'm gonna give this one to my brother because he's a soccer fan. I'd never seen soccer in my life. It's crazy that this was my first soccer experience, and I love the sport now. I used to crap on it so hard growing up because I played hockey, and soccer just seemed like such a baby sport. Like they always complained and like pretended to get hurt, and I could never see past that. But after practicing soccer and then going to the game, I don't feel that way anymore. And then we got this plain one. This one I got in a XXL just to have something super baggy and fun to style on my own time. It's got my name on the back, which is sick. And it's a little dirty because we were playing soccer in it, so I have to give it a wash, but really cool. I actually love the way these look. These are sick jerseys, to be honest. I would wear the crap out of this one, but because I don't care, but I feel like so many people can be like, dude, what are you doing? Dude, they're just people, they're just signatures. It doesn't matter to me. But I don't know, it's probably worth a lot of money, so I'll just give it to my brother. That's the best thing, and he could frame it or something. My buddy on social media, his name is Billy Love Baby, and he's got a clothing brand called Anomaly. And he made a few pieces. They're blanks, so it's not like me making a clothing brand where, you know, we're doing everything custom and cut and sew and really focused on shape and fit. This is more merchandise, but I'm not shitting on it. It's actually good. I think they did a good job sourcing their blanks. So this one is my favorite. I'm not gonna show the whole collection. This is my favorite though, because I will wear this. I love anything with a raw hem. They actually hemmed them all themselves, and they hemmed the neckline too. I love the color, and then on the chest, it's just got a subtle branding, which I'm a fan of because I don't like anything too loud. Sometimes I do, but not when it's like basic pieces like this. So this fits great, and I actually love this. So thank you, Billy, for sending this over. I think it's dope. A bunch of RW&CO tank tops. As somebody who's obsessed with tank tops, you may have been following me long enough to know that I spent like 2 years making the perfect tank top. These are pretty sick, man. They're not as good as mine in the sense that they're gonna stay snug. They're more of a looser, relaxed fit, but that's cool. I think I'm into that right now just because I've learned how frustrating and hard it is to make them snug and have them also be high quality. What I love about these is just the shape, man. The neckline is perfect, the strap width is perfect, and they're affordable. So if you're looking for good tank tops, RW&CO surprisingly has some incredible options for you. I love the colors. I've got the white, I've got this like oatmeal, and then I've got like a gray one and a black one. So I've got them all, and I could definitely recommend them. I think they're all great. Check them out if you're interested. I think they're underrated. All right, last clothing item is this beautiful windbreaker style jacket from Knuckle. I love the little tag it has on the bottom here, and it's also got a double zip on it, so you can have like whatever shape you want. This is something you can find me wearing like casually, but also like on the golf course and stuff. This is just a subtle little emblem on the side. I'm glad that it's not too big, to be honest with you. But yeah, this is dope. So Knuckle sent this over, and I'm really grateful. I've actually been wearing this a lot. This is something that's just super easy to wear and super casual. I wish I had like a black one and like a beige one because then I would get used out of them very frequently. But I don't have a lot of color, so I chose blue, and I think that was the right choice just because it's fun to change it up every now and then. So this is dope. I love it. Thank you, Moose Knuckle. If you're into stuff like this, maybe check it out. But you can also like find pieces like this for a lot less money, so I don't blame you if you want to do that. And yeah, so I've got one more thing for you in today's video, and it's been sitting here the whole time. This is a new fragrance I picked up. I purchased this with my own money because I'm super curious. I am a massive fan of Carby Musk from Drake. I think it is maybe my top 3 all-time fragrances, possibly even #1 in terms of the way it smells, which is crazy because Venetian Bergamot is my #1, but that's more of an emotional attachment than it is like an objective thing. So I had to pick this up because I was like, all right, if Carby Musk was this good, this is gonna be incredible. So this is called Summer Mink, and it's from Better World Fragrance House, which is Drake's fragrance brand. Might be hard to see, but it says Better World Fragrance House, and then it says Summer Mink. It also comes in this stand. This is just a little display stand, and then this is what the fragrance looks like. I love the colors. It says Summer Mink right here as well, and then Drake's signature. And it's a decent atomizer. It smells good. I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised with all of the positive reviews from the men who have reviewed this fragrance because it seems like, not feminine, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I would immediately assume this was a men's fragrance if I just smelled it blind. I would probably assume it's a women's fragrance, but it's definitely unisex. My girlfriend smelled this and she said it smells like a headache fragrance. So what that means to me is just like super synthetic. And I agree that it smells synthetic, but it also smells expensive. It smells kind of like rich and like it's got this depth to it. And I do think it works in the summer, but like in the high heat, this would be super cloying for sure, or clawing, whatever it's called. But you know, nice cool breeze, like you're on like a boat, like the sun is going down. Like this is a really nice fragrance. I feel like it does smell expensive. You will smell like you have money if you wear this, if that's what you're like looking for. And it does smell good. I actually really like it, but I don't think it's worth the money, especially since they offer Carby Musk, which obviously is only 10 mil, but it's pure oil. That thing is like 20 times better than this in terms of the way it smells. So if you're gonna buy anything from Better World Fragrance House, I would definitely say Carby Musk is probably like your best bet if you're a man. Now, if you're a woman, it's definitely like a men's thing. This is more unisex. I don't really see this on like a white guy or like somebody super pale. This just has like a little bit of like sexiness to it. I can almost see like A$AP Rocky wearing this, if that makes sense. But again, it's just surprising to me how well received it is because it's not blowing me away. It's very synthetic, it's very loud, but it's also like really deep and seductive at the same time. So if you're into that, by all means, check it out. I want to say it smells coconutty. Let me just look up the notes. I will say that the packaging from Better World Fragrance House is incredible. I love how their products come. This is just the box that you get. This is just like a piece of fabric, but it comes in here and it's just beautiful. I love the colors and everything. So that's what it looks like, and I like this. Aromatic, musky, white floral. That's what it's described as. The top notes are clary sage, citrus, and petitgrain. I have no idea what those are. In the middle, jasmine, sambac, rose, and spices, and base notes are musk and vetiver. Interesting. Oh, somebody says cotton candy-like. It definitely is. And they're saying it's like rich and smooth. I agree. Oh yeah, it's like a rich and smooth cotton candy, like kind of when it dries down. I don't know why I'm getting like coconut, maybe just because it smells like summer. I'm feeling that, but I don't think that's a note. Wow, all the reviews are so 50-50 on this smells masculine or this smells feminine. That's crazy. Some people are like dying on the hill that this is not for women, and I'm so shocked by that, but other people say the exact opposite. And a lot of people are comparing it to La Vie Belle, which I haven't smelled in a long time, but based off of memory, I can sort of see that they're very, very similar, which is like, again, why I think this is more feminine. So take with that what you will. I don't know. I think it's cool. I'm not like mad that I bought it because I wanted to just get it and talk to you guys about it, but I've barely worn it. I think I've worn this once or twice since I've got it, and I just have a feeling it's gonna sit here. So maybe we'll do another giveaway? No, I can't do that. Can't do that so soon. I've already got to give, I still have to mail the Aventus from the last giveaway. But let me know your thoughts down below if you've smelled this and if you like it. That's it, folks. That's it for today's video. Those are just some recent pickups. I'm just settling back into my routine, so you're gonna get to see some home updates soon. We're gonna change the layout around a little bit. And then let me know what you wanna see next down below as well. I'm gonna do some summer outfits. I know people wanna see some linen, so I'll make sure to make that happen. And more fragrance content, of course. Just wanna say thank you again. I love you guys so much. I really appreciate all of you being here. And once more, if you could subscribe, that would be incredible. We're so close to 50K, which is halfway to my goal of 100. And I really wanna get to 100 this year, so I just need your help. I've been working hard for 3 years on this platform alone, not to mention like the 5 years on the other platforms, and the work is starting to pay off. The community is growing and I love it, and I just want to keep building that momentum. And the more you guys subscribe, the better I can be and the better content I can deliver, because I can outsource some editing or some like videographers, and I can help like script and create some videos just to build my skill set and offer you more value. And I really, really want to make that happen. We're not quite at that point yet, but I do think we're well on our way. So thank you again for watching. I love you guys so much. I hope you have the best day. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful weather. Go outside, go for a run, get a tan, eat your fruit, cut the sugar out of your diet, like the fake sugar, drink your water, and just enjoy your life, guys. I love you all. I hope you have the best day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.